In other news and worrying news for India, India is projected to surpass China as the world's most populous country next year. This according to a report by the United Nations, which said that the world population is forecast to reach 8 billion by mid-November 2022, just next year. In fact, this year in November, and then the World Population Prospects 2022 by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs said that the global population is projected to reach 8 billion and the global population is growing at its lowest rate since 1950, having fallen under 1% in 2020. This latest projection by the UN suggests the world's population could grow to around 8.5 billion in 2030 and 9.7 billion by 2050. So India all set to surpass China's population according to this latest UN report. Let's go across to Priyanshi for more. And Priyanshi, tell us more about what this report says about India overtaking China as the most populated country by 2023. That's next year.
Right, Gargi, it says that India will be the most populous country, in fact, in the world in the year 2023, and it's expected to surpass China anytime during 2023. And let's get you the data now. So, currently in 2022, India has a population of around 1.4 billion, which is slightly less than China's population of 1.42 billion. But in 2050, India is expected to surpass China's population. It will start surpassing China's population right next year in 2023. And in 2050, India will have a population of around 1.67 billion. That's what the UN report says. And it will be above China's population that's expected to go down, in fact, from 2022 to 2050. China's population is currently around 1.42 billion. But it's expected to go down to 1.3 billion in 2050. So that is why India's population is surging from 1.4 billion to 1.6 billion from 2022 to 2050. And it's expected to, in fact, grow by 19% from these years. So it will grow to 1.6 billion in 2050 and surpass China starting next year. And as you mentioned, there are other points about the overall global population as well. In this report, the world population is expected to reach 8 billion by November this year. And if we talk about the peak of the world population, the report says that it will reach a peak of around 10.4 billion by the year 2080. And it will stay at that level for a few years. That's why they're calling it a peak. And the current population growth rate, the report says that the current population growth rate is at its slowest rate since 1950. It's growing under 1%. So this is the global projection, but of course for India, it expects that the population will surge by 19% from now to 2050, and it will of course surpass the world's most populous country, that's China, starting next year, and we could in fact be the most populous country of the world starting next year.
All right, Priyanshi, thanks so much for joining us with those details. So a UN report saying India is set to surpass China as far as population goes next year.